Morning, everybody. We wanted to just take a quick second to share an update. Good news about our Sunday school class. And I just wanted to be the one to tell you in person in case you haven't heard already. We took what you had given us as feedback, and some of you were okay, no problems with switching around and doing what you needed to do, but most of you felt like it was really going to change dynamically the experience for your family and the experience of Sunday school and not really wanting to switch, and the difficulty of having only that one 9:30 service that was the unique one. A lot of issues there, and so a lot of you voiced that back to me. So first, let me say thank you very much for your feedback. We took that feedback and we took it to Paul Hahn, and we mentioned to him kind of what we were thinking and what the class was thinking and how much of a big deal this was to many people. And I think that we probably were not the only people that shared that opinion with folks, but we fed that back to them. And so thank you for your input. We fed it back to them. They took some days and they thought about it and prayed about it and checked in on some details. And the good news is they are in fact going to continue the 8 a.m. Sunday school just as it was before. Now there still won't be a college class. There wasn't one before, but there will be high school and middle school and younger ages Sunday school. So that's the good news. And so thank you for speaking up. Thank you for feeding back to us. I know it was a very short cycle to ask for input, to get that and feed it back, but the result was very, very good. Very, very glad that our church leadership took a minute to do that and share that with us. So good news for us all the way around, except for the fact that now you're kind of stuck with me again. So maybe that's bad news. But anyway, so glad and excited and looking forward to our first service together at the beginning of August, that first Sunday. Let's be bright and early. I did say this since we were not necessarily complaining, but we were voicing our opinion. I told Paul Hahn that I wanted, and our class wanted to be a couple of things. First, we're not against change. We just want it to be, we want to have a voice in it, and we want to have a thought in it, and we want to talk it through so we can figure out really good options for that change. We're not against or opposed to changing anything, just want to have a good process for it. And second, I said we don't want to be people that just come and complain about something. We want to come and offer solutions. And I had offered to teach a different Sunday school, to have one craft one just for our kids. We thought about having some sort of equivalent of a child care during that time that we were going to host ourselves. Basically, I just wanted to be clear, and because I want to practice what I preach. We didn't want to just offer a problem. We wanted to bring it with a solution. So we offered many solutions to that. Ultimately, the result didn't require any of those things, but just wanted to let you know about that. And third, as I said, anything we can do to help you guys out, because if 8 a.m. Sunday school classes are struggling, anything we can do to help out, let us know. And he said, thank you for that. He was very appreciative, but he did come back with 3 things we can do. He said, first, if you could volunteer. Right, we have 8 a.m., 9:30, and 11 o'clock Sunday school times, and those are great opportunities to work. I told them a lot of our folks already are. We already have been, and we will continue to do so. But let's do that. Let's make sure that we fill up those slots with people that need to teach. And what's cool about having 3 services like we do is that you can go to Sunday school and go to church and serve in some order. So please seize that opportunity and do that. The second thing he asked was that we would, in fact, embrace that college ministry. So as many of you know, we have a lot of college students that end up coming with us on Sunday mornings, and we want to really lean into that. And so now he's asked us if we would to really have a consolidated time for that. So we want to welcome them into our class, and whether that's creating a cool row for them to sit in or a cool section for them to sit in, letting them sit with their folks or whatever. But definitely want to have one of our small groups that's focused on college ministry, and then connect that to a home group that's meeting throughout the week, perhaps to every other week or something, to connect that group and draw them in. So we want to get our college students very involved if they're coming at 8 a.m. Of course, we also want them involved in the college age ministry at church, but we know that some of them, you want to come together as a family, and that's perfectly fine. So the second thing he asked was that we just really lean into that, and I think that's great, something we can embrace and certainly want to be a part of that. The third thing he asked was that, and this is going to be your favorite, of course, was that 8 a.m. Sunday school starts at 8 a.m. So he said, let's just go ahead and remind folks while they're feeling like generous and excited that we're going to get to keep doing this, let's go ahead and start at 8 a.m. In other words, let's make every effort to be there. I know it's hard, and I get it, but let's try to drop those kids off at 8 a.m. Sunday school, and I think that's a big part of it. When they're early, when the kids are there early for the Sunday school, it really makes the Sunday school engaging, and let's really make an effort to get them there. So in other words, we've asked for them to have 8 a.m. Sunday schools for our kids. Let's really make an effort to get our kids there on time and correspondingly get ourselves there on time. Let's really make that concerted effort to be in our classroom at 8 a.m. And I think that'll make a big difference. So 3 small favors he asked of us, 3 things we can do, and I think that's the essence of what we've talked about. We want to be agents of change. We want to help the church grow and move forward. We want to think about dynamics that are changing. To that end, one of the things that came out of this was people that responded favorably to having some kind of a home group. I think most people's sentiment was that that would be a great complement to what we do at Sunday school, and it also fits in really well with our program of study that we've been working on, which is to have our small groups and connect groups be a part of that throughout the week. Maybe not every week, but every other week, or at least once a month, have our small groups get together, maybe at someone's home or maybe at a dining establishment that makes sense for everybody. So we will be working on that as well. So again, we want to be agents of change. We want to be people that are helping reinvigorate the vision of what God wants us to do at First Baptist Church Woodstock, and what God wants us to do in our Sunday school class and as a connect groups and small groups, what he wants us to be doing, and certainly as Loving Out Loud and serving in many ways as we can. So we want to be a part of that. So let's continue that spirit. Anyway, wanted to share that with you early this morning so you're ready to rock and roll, and very excited to see you guys very soon. Hope to see some of you at church tomorrow. If you're there, we're going to be at the 9 o'clock service again, and looking very much forward to that, and looking forward on August 2nd to having our Sunday school class together. So very excited about that as well. Thanks so much and have a great day. God bless you.